We're at iCast 2009 in Orlando. We're at the Strike King booth along with Kevin VanDam, four-time Bassmaster Angler of the Year, leading in the point series. What's new that Strike King has coming on?
Man, we've got a ton of new stuff, and that's one of the great things about coming to this show is everybody's got all their new stuff out, and I'm just like everybody else. I love new baits. I mean, we've got a ton of new stuff. This is kind of our new wall here. You know, starting right here in the corner, we've got a whole new bunch of different KVD model tubes. A lot of these are built like Great Lakes colors and things like that, these Goby type colors. So we've got some new colors there. We've got some new colors in spinner baits. Imagine that, having a chartreuse sexy shad. You know, you got to have the chartreuse version. Yeah. We've got the sexy blue herring spinner bait. You got to have that too. A lot of new colors. New tour grade buzz bait that we came out with. We've got new tube heads for the for all our tubes. Tour grade swim jigs. This is something pretty cool. Again, imagine that, having a sexy shad tour grade swim jig. Yeah. It's a really neat jig though. It's got a real light weed guard. It's got a barb to keep your hook on. It's got that pointed head to keep it balanced and swimming straight. Right. It's really good. Swimming jig is a really popular deal out on the tour. Right. Hackney has got his new Hack Attack jig. And this one is, I mean, this one's for the beef right here. This is, you can put the 65-pound braid on there. It's got a super strong hook, heavy weed guard. They come from 3/8 ounce to 1 1/4 ounce. This is what you want if you want to get down to the heavy cover and get where the big ones are at. I'd love to have those at Falcon Lake right there. We've got all the brand new sexy swimmers. This one's going to play big time next year when we go to the southeast where the blueback herring is. This is that new blueback herring color in the sexy swimmer. It's a really pretty bait. I mean, fantastic. Swim baits are hot right now. So we've got the baby king shad, a smaller version of that, of the king shad coming out, 3-inch size. You know, when they're on smaller shad, smaller bait, that's going to play. And then we've got all these new colors in our hard baits coming out this year. If you go up a little bit, a whole new section of rage baits. We've got a new baby rage craw. The rage craw is probably the #1 craw on the market. It really has incredible swimming action, so we came out with a baby version for smaller finesse jigs, and it's fantastic on a shaky head.
Yeah, lifelike looking for sure.
We got the new Rage Eel. This thing is almost like a swim bait. You fish this on a weighted hook like you would a hollow belly bait or a shadalicious, and it just has a side-to-side swimming action. Very seductive. It's a great bait for Carolina rig or just casting over grass flats and things like that. New flipping bait, Smoking Rooster. It's kind of a crazy creature bait. It's got a big wide paddle to it. It's got a lot of swimming action to it. Just again, it's everything's moving on it. You know, it's nice and compact. You can get it into the right into the bushes and things like that. It's got a ton of action. This one is pretty cool. It's a Rage Hog. It's a brush hog type creature bait, but it's got the Rage legs front and back, so the action on this is just unbelievable. This is a big fish bait. It's my #1 Carolina rig bait. And then we've got the new Thumper worm, which this is a big 10-inch worm. This played a lot at Kentucky Lake. It's got a really thick paddling tail, almost like a spinner bait blade when it falls. It really moves a lot of water. So tons of new baits. We've got a lot of new colors and things like that, and you know, it's pretty exciting. You know, that's the thing. I think we got 500 new SKUs this year at Strike King, so that's a lot of stuff to introduce in 1 year.
Yeah, well, that's one thing about Strike King. It's always been one of the innovators in the industry.
Well, basically, Strike King's marketing department is its pro staff. You know, I mean, we've got guys like Danny Brower and Greg Hackney and myself and Menendez, and I mean, there's a lot of guys that fish hard and are very good at certain techniques, and that's why, you know, I mean, just like the new Hack Attack jig, that's what Greg is really good at. Yeah. So he really helped to design that jig right there. You know, myself, that swim jig is something I really like to do, so I really helped him work on that. You know, Menendez, this is his worm. You know, I mean, we all really like certain things, and we're specialists at certain areas, and that's why Strike King has such a broad category of baits. Is we've got something that fits every little niche out there.
That's outstanding. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate your time.
You bet, man.
All right, this is Boudreaux for Fishing Florida Radio with an exclusive here at iCast 2009.